Hey, what's good, family? God is good. This is Kevin Keller, and this is Almost Home. Well, we're glad you clicked on this video because you're wondering what's the step-by-step process. And with us, we do things big, right? But what better way to tell you exactly the step-by-step process than with an illustration? And in this illustration, we're going to use three of our friends: Nikki, Marlon, and our friend Kevin. No, not me. A different Kevin. But he's not as cool as me. Anyways. So, Nikki and Marlon have been together for about 2 years. And they've enjoyed being married. And the best thing about it is they're now having their first kid. And they're so excited. But Marlon thinks to himself, well, if our family's growing, I think it's time for us to settle. It's time for us to move into our own home. Because they had been renting. And so Marlon, knowing only about traditional lending, decides to go to a bank. But when he gets there, the bank denies him a mortgage loan. And the reason is because Marlon had made some bad credit decisions from when he was younger. And so Marlon didn't lose hope. He said, maybe I can go back and ask if Nikki can get qualified. And so Nikki shows up to the same bank. And Nikki says, well, I've got pretty decent credit. Maybe with mine, we can get qualified. But the 20% that Marlon and Nikki had been saving didn't sustain with the appreciation of the home that they wanted. And the home had been priced too high for them to be able to use the down payment that they had saved while they were renting. So now they didn't know what to do. But they thought maybe we could just go back to renting. But Marlon had a friend, and his name is Kevin. Kevin came to Marlon and asked Marlon, did you get the home? Marlon had to disappointingly tell him, no, we didn't get it. And so Kevin said, you know what? I don't know if you've ever heard of this, but there's a great program out there that would be willing to help you get into the home that you want. And Marlon said, tell me more. And so all you have to do is apply. It's really easy. Here, pull your phone out. Marlon pulls his phone out and he shows him. Simply takes him to the website and Marlon applies. And then Marlon gets the opportunity to sit with an almost home helper to talk to him about his goals and what it is exactly that he's looking for. And so when he gets approved, there's an opportunity now for him to figure out what he can qualify for. What him and his family qualify for is a pretty nice place. And so he had the opportunity now with him and Nikki to joyfully be given hope to go out with one of our hometown hero realtors to home hunt, to find him and her the property that they really want and that they're looking for. And so yes, they find their dream home. And guess what? Now it's Almost Home's turn to step in. We're gonna make the offer and we buy the property. And guess what? As soon as we buy the property, they get to move in. And Marlon and Nikki are so ecstatic. They're happy, they're excited, and they're excited that their future is actually being able to move forward. And so once they move in, now the plan, the journey, the system that's been put in place to hold Marlon and Nikki accountable, to fix Marlon's credit, and to help build their down payment, to be able to buy the property back from Almost Home so that they now can own the property that's at the end of their 3-year lease. It's that simple. So now Marlon and Nikki are homeowners. Their child, almost 3 years old. And they couldn't be happier because they didn't waste 3 more years renting, paying for someone else's property. Now, the rent that they were paying was paying for their own. This is Almost Home. And it's not just about getting you in the property. It's about seeing your family succeed. And that's exactly what we do here. Because we believe that everyone should have the opportunity at home ownership. Why? Because you can't pass down an apartment. This is the place where we generate for generations, giving you all the tools, all the education, everything that you need to be successful. Why? because we qualify the unqualified, and we do things big. Keep shining. Join us. Start today.